Hi, welcome to another video from Miss T Ideas. Welcome to my channel. I am so delighted um, to have you here. I been challenging myself to the many ways to use envelopes and to make envelopes. Use up a lot of envelopes. You know, they're cheap. They're very inexpensive. And for anybody that's new here, welcome to our channel. Everybody's been rocking with me for a long time. Y'all know how we do. Miss T Ideas like to make ideas, come up with ideas. Sometimes I come up with ideas right on the camera. I like to junk journal, art journal, Bible journal. And I love, 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 love upcycling and recycling. I like to make things that you don't have to pay for, discarded things, upcycling, books, and anything crafting. All right, thank you for being here. I'm gonna go ahead on with this. I've been, like I said, I've been challenging myself to make all kind of envelopes, and I'm gonna show you some of the envelopes I've made, and I'm gonna show you how I made some of them. Okay. Some of them you've already seen before, and some of them maybe you haven't. I've been trying to keep them in a pile, but this is one of the latest envelopes I made. I just drew on it with a stencil. Yeah. Show you. This is one that I've made. Now, remind you, I'm using envelopes, challenging myself to the many ways of making envelopes, making different things, upcycling envelopes. This is a small envelope I made, and when I lay them down, I'm gonna open them up and show you some of the stuff I done to them. Envelopes, envelopes, envelopes. I mean, it's limitless. I mean, this is the envelope that I made. I'm gonna open it up. And put my glasses on. How's everybody doing up there? It's raining. It's raining up a storm over here. And I sit in front of a window. When it starts lightning, y'all get scared. But it's not lightning. This is an envelope here that I covered. With some washi tape. This side is one envelope. And this is the flaps, this is the back side of it. And I also covered it, this envelope. It's one of the envelopes I made recently. And it's really simple. I'll show you. I'm going to show the envelopes this time. I might make some of them, but I'll definitely make a video making some of them. I got some that I made on video already, but these are some new ones that I've just made. And this here, I thought it was so cute. I stenciled the faces and I put inside. I tailored the envelope. And this is just scrapbook paper. And it's just some things that you can do. And what I do is, what we do in junk journaling, making journals, making books, we will make this as a pocket and stick this as a tuck spot or extra spot, and I'm going to just use this. This is how we would do. Say this is the paper. We do it like that, and we can open it like this. You know, stick stuff in there like that. You know how we do. Okay, this is one of them I made. And with this here, with this one right here, I didn't cut this off of it like I did with this envelope. I cut the flap off. This here can be stuck like this and be flipped like this. And that's stuff that you can put in your journals. Another pocket, another place, a tuck spot. And I have some little things that I can stick in there. Paint card. Or some stickers. You know, the sky's the limit. I got my little sticker holder on my desk, and it's made with envelopes. I know y'all seen it on the video. It's made with envelopes, and it stay on my desk so it can hold all of my little trinkets, my little stickers and stuff that we buy over and over if we don't watch ourselves, because they're not at arm's reach. You know, some small things gotta be where you can reach them at all times. So I just keep this on my desk. Okay, back to my envelopes. This envelope here, I've been watching this YouTuber, and she's been making a lot of envelopes and one-page wonders, and I put a coloring sheet on the back of this. One of those Zen coloring sheets, because I like to color also, because it's good for my mental health. It's a good focus to take your mind off of things. And yeah, so a lot of times I'll put color pages on something, make a page out of a color page, or put it in a journal. You know, I'm taking a trip, I can play with that. You know, I like doing things with my hands, and I think most people that do paper crafting like us, I think we have busy hands, and you know, our hands have to stay moving. Okay, showed you this one. I like to line stuff. My cabinets are lined. My cabinets, I got paper on the outside of them designed, and I lined some of the inside, like a peekaboo, like a surprise. This envelope here, I just tore off the front. I just raggedy tore it with my hand, and I inked it. I lined it with some scrapbooking paper, 6x6 scrapbooking paper, and it's not all the way in there. You do what you do, you know. If you don't have to, you don't have to. And I kept that scraggly there, and I scrapbook paper. Just the many ways that you can do envelopes. And this is the wide washi that I used on this. And that's all I did was this, y'all. This is the envelope here. This says the envelope all the way across. Wait a minute, I got a fresh one here. I got a fresh envelope here. I don't edit, so I try to do some of my stuff ahead of time, but I will learn to edit. I want to learn how to edit, so I don't have to make long videos. That's why I kind of do some things ahead of time, so the video won't be so long. But at any time, I will show you how I did it. That's my that's my promise to you, because this is what I like doing. This is the envelope, cheap envelopes, cheap. And these are the envelopes I'm making. And I have a smaller one than this. And when you can't find that middle envelope, because I have waterfall envelopes, like the large one, the medium, and the small, and I have them all hooked together, and they get all closed and yada yada. But this particular envelope here, I cut a V here, I folded here, I inked it all over, and then I put the lid like this. And now, mind you, it's cut. Okay? Let's see. Where are my scissors? I cut it because I'm going to use it. It is cut. I cut it here like into a V. I hope it's in the middle. I hope it's in the middle, but if it's not, I'm not going to sweat it. Let's see. Cut it up a little bit more. Okay. Like that. Like that. Got a little piece right here. Don't ever think in crafting that you messed up on something, because it's like a run-on. If you think you messed up something, you can still, it's very forgiving, whatever you're doing in paper crafting. You fold it like this, ink it, decorate it. There you have it. This is one that I've done a while back. I move this out the way. Move this out the way. This is one I've done a while back. I've sold it, and I like to make the stuff tough, okay? Because the envelopes are lightweight, you know, and if you really want to use them, you want to try to make them durable. So I put some paper. This is the same envelope. I covered it with paper that I painted. I painted this paper, you know, our art journal. I painted this paper with stencils and paint, and I just went over the edges, you know, just for aesthetics. With my sewing machine, you don't have to do that. Nowadays, they have, if you can't sew, they have, where's my bag? They have stitches that you can make on rubber stamps. They got rubber stamp stitches. Yeah. You stamp it. You get your ink. You get your stamp. And you stamp you some stitches. Talk about looks like the real McCoy. I mean, I like to use that just as much or more than my sewing machine. I use my sewing machine because it's right here on the side of me. And I covered this with some, this is some brown paper bag, and this is a brown envelope. And yeah, I just covered this with this paper. Look like wallpaper, huh? I stuck that paper to it that I painted. Cut the holes in it, little grab hole spots, and this is it. This and this. Simple. And this is another one. I just kind of tore it. And I put paper that I have. I had some digital papers that I was given in the swap. Happy Mail. Was it Happy Mail? And on swap. And I just put it on the front and the back. And it's just decorating an envelope. And we put stuff in the envelope. We put it in our journals. Where is it? I was showing you that journal. How we do it. I'm gonna take this envelope here. I made this one. Well, it's too big. It's too big for me to demonstrate this. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. Just say, for example, this is a book page. You can stick that in there. Stick that in the book. Like that. Put some paper in here. Put some keepsakes in here. Put some cards in there. Just, you can write on it or whatever. Anyway. This is about as simple as it comes. Tear a little bit of that off of that. Tear this off of here. Because you want the rugged. And then you ink it. Make it look a little vintage. If you want to, you can line it. The sky is the limit to what you can do with these envelopes. This right here, look a little fancy, huh? That's all this is cardstock. Cardstock, and I inked it on this envelope. Cardstock, and I took a music sheet for there. Envelope, change the envelope. to a pocket envelope. A design envelope. You designed it. It's your design. Okay. And I showed you this one. And I'm saving something for last. I put some dolls on here. And this envelope, covered it. I didn't put the thumbprint here. You can pull it up, but I can. I just didn't. I think the reason why I didn't know if I was finished with this one or not. Okay. And I'm making so many envelopes, y'all. I'm going to have to do something with those envelopes. I'm not going to be able to use those envelopes. I'm going to have to give them out. Oh, in Happy Mail, swaps and things. I know I can't keep them all. Okay, that's that. That's that envelope. And y'all seen this one, the one I painted on. And I colored that too with my ink, paint pens. Got this magazine because I glue book. Glue booking is a good thing too. You can glue just stuff that you like out of a magazine onto some paper. I mean, you don't have to think about it. That's a common effect too, glue booking. It really is. You know, we got to find things to keep ourselves together. Because you know, times can be tumultuous. And you can't put your focus on that. You know, we can't do that negativity like that. You know, we have to preserve our minds and our hearts. Okay, I put some paper here. This is some scrapbook paper. I lined it. I didn't go all the way down. I lined it, you know, peekaboo. You can't see it. And inked it. Envelope. And you see I made more than one of certain kind. That's the kind I'm going to use the most. Probably. That's probably why I did that. And this is my first time doing that. And it's hard to figure out which one to make with a big envelope like that. It's different for me. And I like it. Okay. Last but not least. I'm gonna drum roll. Okay. We're just gonna look at that for a minute. Envelope made with decoupage paper. Decoupage napkins. This here was a napkin. Listen. That was a napkin. And I took some little trim lace and I hot glued it. First time using hot glue. I don't use hot glue, but hot glue is a good thing. You know, it's not that I don't like it. I'm just getting familiar with using it. And it's wonderful. These pens here, that's some embellishing pens, and they go on like a, what you call those, cufflink. Yeah, they got the cufflink backing. And I hope you can see it, all good. I put a pin here, decoration. I put some keys here. Let me open it up. Right here, I put Velcro. I started to cover a button. If I had a button that I could cover, I'd have covered it with that and put it on here. I put some keys here. Put them on a little paper clip, light bulb paper clip. Put it there, and I lined the inside with some. I had some squares, quilting squares from quilting a long time ago, and I lined the inside with that. I used muslin for the taper around the edges. I haven't been in Well, I don't have a. Anyway, I'm starting to forget the words. Being a seamstress, I'm forgetting the words. It's called the seam binding tape. I put it there so I won't have a raw edge on the ends. Anybody know something about sewing that? You know what I'm talking about. And I glued this lining here, this inside lining, and this is envelopes. I'm still doing the envelopes. Look at that. Accordion style envelopes. And this here, I'm going to use this. And they're strong because I put washi around here. First I put brown paper bag, then I put washi. Now you don't have to do all that. I had time. It's like the kids. I had time. And anything that I'm going to use or I'm going to make for somebody else to use, I'm going to make it durable. Paper can be made durable. I have, around the edges, I have brown paper bag. And then I put the washi tape. So it's glued brown paper bag and the washi tape on top. And I glued this to my little purse. And I'm sure you might notice it. This is my first time making this, okay? You might notice it, but I got a little crooked up here. I can see it. I notice it. I put some Velcro. And this is squares, honey. This is quilting squares. And 4 squares, I want you to know, 4 squares fit perfectly. Let's see how big it is, I'm telling you. 4 squares on this is 12 by 10. 12 wide, 10 long. 12 tall, 12 and 10 wide. And 4 quilting squares cover this. Now it didn't cover the middle. It stopped at a certain point on each one. But fine, this is where the envelopes go. So got my little keys right there, just got some little decor. Got my little keys right there. Put that right there. And this is beautiful. This here was, remember, this was tissue. This is decoupage tissue napkins. Decoupage napkins. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to decoupage me some more. Okay. This is, I didn't know what colors I wanted to decoupage it in. This is napkins, decoupage napkins. I could have did it with this. I looked at this. I looked at it for a long time, but I didn't use it. Decoupage napkins that I put, I decoupaged it with tracing paper or rice paper. And after I did that, it dried. I put it on a stronger piece of paper, which is packing paper. Okay, so I can do things with it. And it would have been the same difference if I'd have used this. I'd have folded this like this. I'd have folded this like this. That's what I've done. I'd have folded this like this. And I'd have folded this like this. I cut that 12 by 10. I cut that. I seam bind this with some what you call that, muslin. So I wouldn't have no rough edges. If I would have had some seam binding, I'd have used it, but I don't have no seam binding. I don't even have a fabric store here in my city. I cut it the appropriate size. I could have made a keychain with this, because believe it or not, this napkin paper, people make earrings with that. I believe it, because I did it when before I knew it. I did it before I knew anything about this when I was a young woman. I used to bake earrings in the oven, so I've been doing some ideal things. Or not ideal. And What I did was I cut that right there like an envelope. I cut that right there like an envelope. You can make it round if you want to. And it don't look like nothing until, you gotta shorten it up. You gotta shorten it up a little bit, like a pouch. I don't want to bend my paper, but I'm just trying to show you an idea. But I thought about using this to make this, but I'm glad I went with what I went with because I love this. And then I thought about this one. This is also a napkin, a decoupage napkin. If you don't know what decoupaging is, I got some videos showing me decoupaging something. Leather or something, faux leather or something. So this is napkins, y'all. Table napkins. And when you find these in the store, find them as cheap as you can. Table napkins. With crafting, get everything on sale. Hey, coupon if you have to. Because I don't believe in, I don't spend a lot of money for nothing. I don't have a lot of money to spend. So I make my stuff. This here can even be cut into pieces and given away in Happy Mail. You can make tags out of it. See, I said I didn't want to be here long. I see I'm getting long-winded. I'm still talking. I made some tags. I can put hang that on something. I made some tags. This is a color sheet right here. Okay? I can make tags out of this. And this is already ready. This is already finished. I had to finish these. So, my hands are always busy. When I go to bed, I take stuff to the bed so I can work on it until I fall asleep. Not because I have to, is because I like doing it. I like to. My hands like to stay busy. This is my crawfish paper. Decoupage just for the napkin. And when you use the napkin, if you want to go back on some of the videos, you use the napkin. You have to. Most napkins have 2 to 3 plies. It may look like it's one, but you have to get 1 ply off the top ply, and you put it on rice paper or tracing paper. Some real soft, clear paper. And once it dry up, then you can put it on something harder, like this wrapping paper, so you can be able to do something with it. Okay, just showed you this to show you this is what I used to make this. The only thing I don't like about this is the sides are naked. But I seen a crafter that I watch. This is fixable. Very easily fixable. But I might do that, then I might not. I'm definitely gonna do it on another project. Once I make a project, I'm not gonna do that on here. I'm fine with this. You will see me in the store with this, and it feels like leather. It's durable. It feels like leather, y'all. This here can be sold in a shop, and I don't say that about my work. I'm very hard, very critical of my work. Very hard, very critical. I haven't been doing it long. I started January the 1st of the year. I'm very critical of my work. But I can say this right here with some good touch-ups. Better cutting and measuring, because I don't sell nothing. But if I would, it would be my best. It would be my absolute best. This here, I can look at it and I can see flaws. I like it. I'm going to coupon and I put my stuff in there. I made this from start to finish. I hope I'm going to end this video, and I hope y'all found some value out of it. I hope I've encouraged you to maybe start crafting, or if you don't craft, at least use some of the materials that you have at home to do what you need to do, especially when it comes to decor. You know, I found some, not to hold you, but I found some wallpaper. A roll of wallpaper, y'all. Now, hey, I don't pay high for nothing. I can't. I don't have that kind of income. I'm an old lady and I don't have that kind of income. Anyway, I found this at Goodwill. And the thing about it is, I apparently have an eye for stuff because I see stuff that matters. I see stuff that I can do stuff with. And I looked at this hard because it was $4.99. It was $4.99 on a senior discount day. And I'd have liked for it to have been cheaper than that. But I couldn't leave it. So I thought about leaving it. Couldn't leave it. This is Rifle Paper. This is from the Rifle Paper Company. Rifle Paper Company out of New York. And these people started in, this husband and wife team, they started in the 70s, I think. This is the paper that goes on. This is designer paper. Long time ago, people used wallpaper. Wallpaper. This is the McCoy. I found this at this little thing. I found this at Goodwill. Look how much is on it. And it's heavy and it's nice. Can you imagine all the stuff I can cover with this? I can make journals, I can make books, and I'm going to do it too. I can even make a picture for a wall. Make just the background and put something, a focal point on it. It's just so much you can do. I can make one of these. And it's heavy, y'all, and it's a lot. You know, these days when you buy paper and wallpaper, this lady, she's the designer, and her husband do the engineering and stuff, part of the business. And she even sell cardstock. I can't think of her name. It's a husband and wife, and they're not old people. And this is her signature, one of her signature patterns on here, and it's a whole lot, and it's $5. I looked it up on Google, and this here costs $70, and I didn't really want to pay $4.99 for it. You know, we could know something is worth something, but bargain shopping. I mean, you know, you want to get the best bargain you can possibly get. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you. And I'm ending this video because I'm rattling on. This is Miss T Ideas. Thank you for being here. Come back and see me sometime if you like anything you saw. You know, seen value in anything. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm on my way. I'm almost, y'all, I've been begging. Hey, I'm almost at 500. I'm almost at 500. I am really almost at 500. Let's try to see if we can get like and share with some other people so we can get to 500 subscribers. I appreciate y'all so much, and the best is yet to come. Thank you. Miss T Ideas. Bye-bye.